Hi, Caspar here on the 6th of October 2022. I've got a little dry Loire white wine here, and that kind of excites me. I think the Loire is coming into its own, and for a number of reasons. I think the reds are coming to their own because of climate change. You know, they're able now to ripen, particularly Cabernet Franc, more or less every year, and producing some really exciting wines. And also, um, this grape, Chenin Blanc, is really starting to ride the crest of a popularity wave, and I think it's being driven by partly by wines from South Africa, where Stein, as it used to be called, Chenin Blanc, is being made into some really extraordinary wines. And so, what have we got here? 2019 Saumur, Clos David, from Arnaud Lambert is the producer, and this vineyard is in Brezay, which is really the quality core of the Saumur region. The soils just seem to give more interest, more mineral interest to the wine. 13.5% on the back label. Let us have a look. It's really quite boldly coloured, I've got to say. It's gold. I mean, it's pale, but it's got a real glinting, intense gold sort of hue to it. It looks very good in the glass. There, you know, this is a nose that's very typical for Chenin, but it's very particular, really quite exciting. Let me try and describe it. It's got a little almost sort of toastiness to it, which is a touch of minerality. This is, as I said, 2019 wine. But it's very spare, very transparent, very well defined set of aromas that major on quite an earthy, mineral, rocky limestone character. I'm informed by Jancis Robinson that these vineyards are loamy sand over limestone, so there's a hint of spring flowers about it, and a touch of ginger, and a wealth of orchard fruit. You know, this is a lot of cut crisp apples and citrus as well. It's got a degree of lemon about the aromas. Smells clean, smells exciting, nicely complex. Mm. Gosh, that's exciting. If you like Chablis, you will love this. The flavour profile is quite different to Chablis, but it's got the race. It almost sort of vibrates as it goes through the palate. It's lovely, consistent shape to it. Lemon acidity is at the core of the fruit which surrounds it, holds it in check, but you can tell that there's great vim and vigour within it. It's got a nice conference pear character to the fruit, bit appley, and a great deal of minerality within that acidity. It becomes sort of saline towards the back of the palate, and the back of the palate is a long way off. This is a very long wine in the mouth. It's exciting. Gosh, it just makes you think about having some food, and you know, it just invigorates the palate, the mind, the soul. This is the kind of wine I want both wine clients to drink. I've got to say, it's delicious. It's quite unusual, still quite unusual. These sorts of wines, I guess, and not on everyone's shopping list by any stretch. It's delicious. It would go superbly with food. I am quite happy to drink that on its own. For a glass or two, and then have a bit of food with it. Fabulous with fish and salads. some cheeses I think it would be really good with as well. Young goat cheese, perhaps. It's got a sort of herbal element about the aromas as well. Mm. There's so much going on there. There's earthy, rocky density to the structure of the wine and the general texture of it, and it's just vibrating through my palate. It's super stuff. Gosh, I like that a lot. And I think drink that from now for 7, 8, 9 years, something like that. I think it'll get changed. It'll become increasingly interesting, increasingly complex. But it's by occasion have a bottle now. It's absolute delight. I love wines like that, refreshing, transparent, invigorating. Yeah, lovely stuff. There we are. That's been 2019 Saumur Clos David, a vineyard in Brezay, from a gentleman called Arnaud Lambert. I like it so much. I am going to get some in and try and get Beau's Wine clients to buy it, and I hope you all do, because it's absolutely delicious.